This is the Romney poppy, the most beautiful late summer flowering plant with huge white flowers which go on from June, July right through into the autumn. But it won't propagate from cuttings. You look here at a lovely piece of new growth and you think, well, if we nip that off and tidy that up, that'll make a absolutely perfect cutting. Cut it back to the node, dip that in some hormone rooting powder, and there's your new plant for next year. Except that Romneya will not root. So what we've done here at Burncoose is to set up a little corner of the mist bench, which, as you can see, is automatically watered by mist, a fine mist spray. And what we set up here is a little bit of a corner of the mist bench where we've piled up sand and peat, and we've also last autumn we've cut a few roots from our large plant of Romneya. We've cut up tried to get a bit of stump as well, but basically we've just stuck in roots. And what's happened is that these roots have put out root shoots, and every so often we clear away so that the root shoot reaches the light. And that is where, from that Romneya root, that is where you will get a new shoot. And I'm afraid we've already removed all the nice young plants we had here this year, but you can see some that shot out earlier from the old plant in behind, and a week or two ago this whole bench was covered with places where the root shoot had shot up, and what we'd done was to cut off the root and cut off the young plant with some roots, and that's the way you propagate them. So if this was in your garden, what you do was clear an area around your plant, improve the soil a bit so that it's light and thin, and then as the new roots spread out through, expose them to the light a little bit, and then you'll start to get the new shoots. Don't cut them off initially, just expose them to the light. The shoots will form. Then you can cut them off when you've got a shoot and a nice bit of root. And what you'll find is that root cuttings are how you proceed with Romneya. If you look at this clump here, you can see, and I might even just pull one up, you see that we've got large new root shoots coming off an old root. If you like, there's your plant, and there's the proof of what we're talking about. There is a shoot that came out last year, a root shoot. It was exposed to the light, up it put some new shoots, on it continued to grow, and there we are, there's the new plant. So it's a fairly long drawn out performance. It's not easy, it takes time, and this is why these plants are really quite expensive, because the propagation techniques involved are long and drawn out, and actually we're probably lucky to get 20 or 30 plants out of this little area, but that's the only way you're going to propagate this wonderful Romney poppy.